What is the scene, people? It's Kofi from Kafutainmentz, and we're back with our next video today. Today's video, guys, is going to be a really interesting one as well. I will be reacting to societal traps, and this video is going to be really important because I'm going to touch on different areas of things where most people don't pay attention to when they get into a job or when they are going into a field of work. Let you waste no time, let's get into it. Previously in Kafutainmentz.
As soon as I leave the house, you wanna page me. See, you got me trapped, I'm going crazy, this is slavery. You act like it's a race, just give me space and we'll get better. And maybe we won't argue and be through with all these sorry letters. As soon as I come home, it's like I get the third degree. Where you been and who you with, I get no room to breathe. It makes me wanna leave, I'm sick of these tricks up your sleeve. Your suspicions I deceive, give me grief, I thought believe. But to me, if you really trust me, then it's pitiful. Question me about my whereabouts, that's so trivial. Let me live my life and you can live yours. Just be there to help me and support me is what you're here for. Not to give me stress and add the pressure. Home is where I go, the rest I go to pass the test.
You ever done a hard day's work in your life there, son?
Yes, I've done about 20 years.
People will get mad at you if you don't work hard. Yeah, look at you with your manicured fingers. You're not even struggling. You don't even hate. You don't even hate work and life. Right?
Yeah.
Folks, it ain't about that. It ain't about the guy who tries buying a clean car when you're dirty. It's not his fault. It's you should figure out how to be clean. You should figure out how to do a job that doesn't involve you walking in mud all day. And that's possible because somebody else has done it. And it doesn't mean, I don't buy the idea that, you know, the society the way it is right now, it has to be this way. Someone's always going to have to work at Burger King. Someone's always going to have to. I don't buy that. I think people are pretty fucking flexible. If you look at the broad spectrum of humans and human behavior from different cultures all over the world, it's pretty obvious to me that there's a lot of different ways that people can act. We don't have to have fast food workers. We don't have to have people who work shit jobs. We don't have to. We just need to figure out how to restructure society so everybody somehow or another plays a part, has something to contribute, has something to share. I mean, that's what a real society is supposed to be like. I give you some coconuts, you give me some fish. You know, we make a deal, and you do it back and forth and left and right. And when there's nothing to contribute, then you start looking, the president needs to give us jobs. We need jobs. So instead of something to contribute, you just find something to do with your time. And then it becomes about doing that more than it becomes about finding something to contribute. So society gets wrapped around becoming a part of a machine. Society, instead of becoming a bunch of individuals that are expressing themselves in unique ways, and everybody sort of borrows and shares and sells this and you sell that, and we all sort of figure out how we can contribute in a society, we got sidetracked and diverted into these boxes that they call companies and corporations, and we got stuck into these containers that they go cubicles or offices, and we got forced into this system. So our time, instead of it being invested in making pottery or fixing cars or doing something where you have a passion or you have some sort of a connection to, instead of that, you've sold your life to sit in a box and work for a machine, an uncaring machine that demands productivity. It doesn't understand you, it doesn't want to understand you. It has a bunch of very strict things in order to keep the humor at a minimum in the office, just in case one of you fuckheads says some stupid sex jokes to get them sued and they have to give somebody $1 million. So get it together, and this is your life now. No natural behavior. Everybody's wearing clothes they don't want to wear. Everybody's showing up and doing something they don't want to do. They have no connection to. That's the problem with our society. And then what's the reward for all this stuff? Go home, get a big TV. Go home, you're going to get a shiny belt buckle. You're going to get a nice purse. You're going to wear shoes that you couldn't afford last week. You're going to get that dream car. And every week we're chasing down this new object. And every week we're trying to fill this hole in this sad shadow of a life that we've been left with after work. That you work 8 to whatever the hours a day plus commuting, and then you're like this. And that's your life. That's your real fucking life. All that other stuff is not your life anymore. All that other stuff is work. And most of us have committed to that. I know you've been there before, and I've been there before. And we understand that it's a trap because we got out of it. But for the people that are in it, a lot of times they don't even understand it's a trap. They just think it's a good job. They think they got dental. I'm doing really good. You know, I got my own parking spots, got my name on it. And you're just a piece of a heartless, shitty machine that makes money.
Pretty much. I think all of us just all be guilty of falling into this trap of getting a job. Now, don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with getting a job, dog. It's just the way that they construct it. That's just my problem with it. Because most of the times, most of them get a job is really to work, build something, or invest our money into something, build a house, buy vehicles, and things. And don't get me wrong, all these things are great to them, because I believe as a young man aspiring to be great or become something in society, that you need to get a job, or you need to get something, or some form of way of getting an income, which is good. But however, okay, don't get me wrong, but most time when you was younger, right? When you was like a child or something, most of the time you have goals, you have things that we want to achieve, and then after when we get a job now, it have things like we want to achieve, we weren't able to achieve because of our time is being taken away from this job. Now, what I like about the video, Rogan spoke about a lot of things where like these things could be trapped for some people, not everybody, because however, I have people who want to be a policeman, fireman, nurses, doctors. If those are things you want to do, go on. But if it's the things you're doing it for other people, I don't think you should, because why? You're basically wasting your life, and when you people please, eventually you'll start to hate yourself and you'll build negative emotion because you're not living your truth, and that is a real toxic environment to be in within yourself. You dig where I'm coming from? So my point is that these jobs could be a benefit to you, but it's how you really use it, because most times when people have jobs or things, they will get in debt, they will have a family, they will have kids, they're married, and most times, hey, that job pay any bills, so whatever, might as well stay in it. And this is where most people just get caught up in, and I'm not saying that regardless of as a young person, if you don't have money, obviously to achieve certain things, yes, you might have to go to the bank, you might have to go get a loan, but it have more strategic ways of doing things, and I'll do a next video on that next time, but make sure you subscribe, and give the video a like and share it too. It doesn't become a trap in terms of money, but it does become a trap of your time. Eventually your time isn't going to be yours now, and that will just happen with most people, because the older they get, most times when they have a job like this, it's because to do certain things. But when you want to do certain things, like in terms of investing into yourself and go and do things that you want to do, which are sure doesn't entail most of these jobs they apply for. Some people have different goals, different passion. All of us are still figuring it out. Even I am still figuring it out. But my point of this video, don't fall into the trap. First tell yourself why you're going to get a job, or why you're going to do this. Always ask yourself questions, and why. Why is the reason? Because the more passionate you is about something, is when you start to do that thing, is that the more satisfied or fulfilled that you would feel when you're in that area of your life. So just think twice about it. Don't fall into the trap. And if you're going into that field, not saying it's a trap, it's not a bad thing to do. I might have no future me might say, what, buy better and better, let me go for that. COVID could put me in a position, put anybody in a position. So I'm not judging anybody. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. Make sure and subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, share the video, comment down in the comment section with all the thoughts, and yeah, eventually I'll do a Q&A. So I will post on WhatsApp, IG, ask me questions, and we'll do a video soon. And yeah, later, have a blessed one, G. I'm out.
Road to glory filled with thorns, fluid thoughts from my brain, and I trained to remain strong. They said I couldn't do it,